Hi guys! Hope everybody is doing well. I am here today because I wanted to film a makeup tutorial on this look, so if you're interested in seeing how I created it, then stay tuned. Also, please make sure to like my video if you enjoyed it. Also, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more makeup tutorials like this. If you have any questions, please leave your questions down below and I'll be happy to answer any of them. If you have any comments, please leave those down below as well because I love reading your comments. It's so motivating and it makes me so happy when I see them. And yeah, I'll be sure to list all the products down below as well. So without any further ado, let's jump right into this video. Okay, so we're gonna do a full face makeup look, which is kind of exciting because I haven't done that in a while. So starting out, we're gonna go in with our MAC Pro Longwear in the color NC35 and use that to cover up any areas where I have uneven skin discoloration. And I'm doing my makeup in the bathroom today, which is kind of interesting and different. I never really do that, but the lighting in here is way better. I thought, hey, let's try something different. And also that way it makes it a lot easier because I don't have to lug all my makeup products out, so yay. Just put the concealer in an old makeup container and I'm gonna use that to tap my brush into, and we'll start covering up any areas where there's the uneven skin discoloration, especially up here. I think I'm starting a zit, which sucks. I'm also going to put some concealer on my eyelids as well. Okay, so we've got some pretty good coverage there. I'm going to take my NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer, and this is in the color St. Moritz. I'm going to use that to cover up my face. Again, putting it in here. I'm not a big fan of foundation, so I find if I have to wear full coverage, I tend to like using this stuff because it's a little more minimal, so it's not like my face feels super heavy and caked on. But even still, I prefer not using any kind of coverage other than concealer for under eyes and spot concealing typically. You just want to take this and tap it all over your face, and it's best to apply this with your finger. Okay, and now we're going to blend it all in. I'm going to moisturize my lips with a bit of castor oil. I like to do that step before just so that my lips can kind of soak in the moisture before I put any lipstick on. Take a little bit of tissue and I'm going to use this to wipe off any excess of the tinted moisturizer that I put on. Let's go and let's just get our eyebrows ready. So I'm going to start out by using my Kat Von D, the Brow Wiz, and I'm also going to use the brow definer. Basically, I'll use the Brow Wiz to outline my brows and then the brow definer mostly along the ends of my brows to create a bit more intensity, and then I'll use a little bit on the front, but very little because I want to make sure my brows look as natural as possible. So I'm going to fast forward through that part. And if you guys see any stray brows, just go in with your tweezers and remove those. I tend to notice that mostly when I'm doing my brows. Let's go in with our brow definer. Now we're going to blend our brows out just using this spoolie. Okay, and I think we have some pretty good brows. Now let's go in and do our eyes. So I'm going to start out by setting my eyelid. I'm going to use this powder here, which is out of the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye palette. Moving along, let's go in with our Bare Minimals Round the Clock Midnight Eyeliner. This is a intense cream glide eyeliner and it's also waterproof, which I love. So we're going to line the top lash line and then we're going to line the half of the bottom lash line. Starting out, we're going to go in with our Modern Renaissance. Use the color Golden Ochre. It's one of my favorite colors. We're going to use that as the base color and we're just going to basically fill up all of the eyelid. Okay, next we're going to use the shadow brush from Urban Decay, and we're just going to kind of build up the intensity of the eyes. So we are going to move along and use the color Raw Sienna for this. Grabbing a light amount, you don't need a ton. Then we're going to go in with the Cypress Umber, and we're going to use that to mostly line the lash line area and create a bit of a wing, very subtle wing. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush. This is number 202. Starting halfway on the eyelid. So you can see there's a bit of a wing, it's very subtle, and you are going to have fallout. Don't worry about that, we'll clean it up after. Now again, let's build up the color. We're going to go back in and we're going to do this to the bottom lash line. We're basically just lining the lash line with all the same colors that we used up top. So starting out with the golden ochre, going in with Cypress Umber and lining half of the lash line. Don't worry if it gets a little messy, we will clean that up with our concealer. Let's go in with our rounded crease brush. This is from Sephora, and we're going to take a little bit more of the Cypress Umber and just use it to fill in the crease. Very little, because we just want to create a bit of a smoky look just on the ends of the eyes and in the crease area. This color is really strong, so what I would do is just take some Kleenex and tap some of the product off. So we're focusing right on the end crease area. Just tap it in first. So that you can see I tapped in a little. I'm going to do that to the other side before I blend. Tapping in a little. Okay, so we've tapped it in. Now I'm going to wipe off all the excess product on the Kleenex, and then I'm going to blend this out. So then that just creates a smoky look while keeping it subtle so that it's not too strong and hard to kind of work with. Let's blend it out. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Little Black Beauty Book. Take this bronze color right here to use as a bit of a highlight on the center of the eyes. Creates a bit of sheen. I'm going to tap some on the other eye. And then we're going to blend these in. Let's now go in with this. It is from Bare Minerals. It's called Lash Domination. And this one is an ink liner. And we're going to use that. So you can see we've got a really nicely defined eyeliner on the one eye. I use the other one more so as a guideline, just so that when I put on my eyeshadow, there's already a base color there. I'm going to go back in with my pencil eyeliner and line the lower lash line again. Let's now go in with one of my favorite parts. I don't know why this will always be one of my favorite parts, I think, but we're going to use our NARS Creamy Custard Concealer and conceal the under eye area. I'm also just going to put some on the center of my nose to create a bit of a contour look. I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender, which I have not used in forever. This is awesome. I just never use it because I'm so used to using my finger all the time. So we're just going to blend this concealer out. I'm going to take my 202 Real Techniques brush and just kind of eyeline the lower lash line again. I want to make sure it's nicely blended and not disrupted from the concealer. Now let's go in and blend our concealer on the nose. Now let's do some contour on our face. You guys know the deal. I'm going to use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This color and this color. Not that one. Too dark. We're going to kind of put dots on our face to look like the number 3. To the hairline. Just dab it. And down. and then down the neckline area. Okay, and then basically just blend it out. Blend it into the hairline. You guys, I have not done a full face of makeup in a while, so this is like pretty intense for me. Okay, looking pretty good. Now we're gonna brighten other areas and set the tinted moisturizer. So I'm gonna use this color and this color out of the palette. Let's get rid of that shine. Some on the nose, a little underneath the eyes. Okay, looking good. Let's go in with our Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrero palette. I never use a dark highlighter, so I think I'm going to try and use a bit of that. I think I'm going to use a bit of Glow Getter and then Kitty Cat. Glow Getter on the high points of her cheekbones. Cupid on the tip of her nose. Cupid's bow. Just up here I did a bit. And then just right here. And so because we've got all of these warm tones on our eyes and everything of that sort, I kind of want to go in with a brighter blush. So I'm going to use this MAC one. It's the Peony Petal, which you guys know I love. And I'm also going to start out with this Sweet as Cocoa as a base color for the blush. Hourglass mascara and put mascara on both the top and bottom lashes. Some of the finishing touches include using my tinted brow gel just to kind of control how the brows look. We're going to go in and line our lips with Strip Down. We're going to go in with our NYX Lingerie. This is in the color Corset. Going over that with the Tarteist lip paint in the color OG. And last but definitely not least, we're going to go in with our MAC in the color Angel and put that at the center of the lips to give a bit more of a pink look. Okay guys, so here is the finished look. So this is the finished look. Hope you guys like the makeup. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you have any comments, please leave those down below as well. And make sure to like the video if you did enjoy it. Also make sure to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos like this. And I think that's pretty much it. So you guys have a great day and thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Thank you. Take care. Bye.